It's Adam Thomas for Osteopath Central Sports and Spinal Rehab Series. Quick little video, just 5 years as a massage therapist, 10 years as an osteopath now. I've seen my fair share of clinical presentations from, you name it, back pain, headaches, migraines, plantar fasciitis, list goes on. Working manually with my hands all this time, working on the physical being of the human being. There's two parts to a human being. There's a human, the dense part that we can touch and poke, and there's the being part which all religions do their best to describe and we work with, and we can work into spirituality and all those sorts of things. Now, this little video, I'm going to try and keep it brief. I just want to touch on the aspect of the being, not the human. The osteopaths work on that. You know, you can rehab that. You can use the foam rolls, the trigger point balls. The osteopaths, they can, adjust your back with high velocity crunching techniques and release things gently as appropriately, and that's amazing. But that's working on the human. What is it about the being? What is it about the person, the individual behind the pain? Now, this is going to very quickly get out of that spirituality thing, because that all gets a bit, much for this video, and I love it, but it gets a bit much for this particular video. This video is about the mind when we're in pain, particularly acute onset, quick onset pain that is mind-bogglingly bad and you haven't been able to turn up to work, let alone make love to your significant other. Pain, what we have to understand is a few key concepts about pain. Not all pain equals damage. That's a real key concept to understand, guys. Pain does not equal damage. And damage doesn't equal pain. It's interesting when you think about that, because a lot of fear, you think, oh, my back, oh, it's gone, oh, I'll never work again, and your brain does this weird gymnastics of, oh, what if I can never bend over? What if we can never make love again? What if we can never chase the kids and kick soccer balls and, footies and all that sort of stuff? What if you can't swim at the beach anymore, can't surf anymore? It's just not right. Active rehab done properly with appropriate care in the modern world, it's currently 2016. What's available in 2016 in terms of rehab providing and evidence-based therapies and new injections and new this and new that is wildly beyond what was available in 2010. So what we've got to understand now, that this pain science, the science behind understanding what pain is, has progressed more rapidly since 1999, 2000 than it ever has before, I believe. And it's a really exciting time to be an osteopath, and it's exciting to be able to use this technology to bring it to you. So not all pain equals damage. We also know that people who only focus on themselves and me and my pain suffer more. And suffering and pain are two different things. We can be in pain and be in a beautiful place, in a beautiful state, and think, I'm in pain, I've really done my back in, but I've got the osteopath on board, I'm doing everything he or she says, I'm doing this active rehab, I know it's only a matter of time, because not all pain equals damage. And you're in a beautiful state, which can occasionally flip to being frustrated. That's okay, you're a human. But you can also be in a state of suffering, a mental state of suffering. Now, what that refers to is those beliefs of, oh, this effing pain, I wish it'd effing go away. Or if you're not a swearer, maybe your brain's saying, oh my God, I can't believe it's me, why me? It's not the right time. Well, it's never the right time to have back pain, it just is. And when the acceptance of pain comes in, and you know that it's not causing damage, and you know that the active rehabilitation is going to take place, and you know that natural healing time will kick in with assisted, if required, therapies, right? So you've just got to manage your mind as much as your body. Active rehabilitation in a acute sense, so once you get a pain, you actively and aggressively manage that, and you keep your mind in a beautiful state, not a suffering state. Once you rocket that and you do that properly, pain's not permanent. It's the fear of, I'll never experience this again. I will never have enough of that again. I'll never have this experience again because of my pain. It's the fear of lack, loss, never. I'll never have something, I'll have less of something, or I'll lack having that ever again. Those fears, I've taken that little spiel from Tony Robbins' work, but all fear is based on lack, loss, never. And all fear is the driver of anxiety, and a lot of the drivers behind the emotion of anxiousness, not labelled anxiety as a mental illness, but the overwhelming anxiousness that comes with acute pain and the fear that comes behind that of, will I ever work again? Will I ever kick the soccer ball again? Mind management is often achieved by anchoring the mind down into the body. We started with human being, getting the mind down and becoming one, and you anchor down that through your breath. Okay, there's another video here on the website of osteopathcentral.com.au, and that breathing video series is really important. You get to that when you're in acute pain. So anchor your mind down into your body using your breath. Manage your mind, because no one will do that for you. You need to manage that. That's your responsibility. If you're in a suffering state, that's you doing that. You have to understand that. It sucks. It hurts. Yes. But we do know through MRIs and functional MRIs, we can have two people, person A, person B. They both have the identical injury. Person A suffers. They never work again. They're in chronic pain management groups forever, and their life is just diabolical, and they hate it, and they go through fear and depression cycles. Person B, identical injury, even on the same day. We know this, we've seen it in the science. Actively rehabilitates, manages their mind, anchors their mind into their body, actively participates in their rehabilitation, goes to the appropriate appointment, sees the appropriate people, does their rehabilitation down to crosses the T's and dots the I's. Done and dusted, 6 weeks, 6 months, depending on the injury, depending on the example. Person A, person B, most of it was up here. Chronic pain management groups are doing more and more psychology and diet and change and exercise rehabilitation. I understand it's a detailed process, but this little quick video is about mind management, staying in a beautiful state, understanding that pain is not permanent, understanding that not all pain equals damage. And when you know that, your active progression through rehabilitation will just skyrocket and you'll never know yourself again. So enjoy, finish on a light note, because pain is not permanent.